This is the Hello, It's Me, IAmKNicole podcast, and I am your host, Nicole. So we are going to jump right into our recap. So we're back. Okay, we took a much needed break, but your girl is back in the building. Episode 35, y'all. I'm excited. Not really too many updates. One thing is that I just made a new Instagram. So we have SMUDGE Wholesale. We have a separate page for wholesale now, so y'all can go there, follow me. It's going to be down below, and that's where I'm going to post about my mentorship. I'm going to post about my digital files. I'm going to post about, containers, anything wholesale, anything business help, self-help type things. That's what's going to be on that page. So go follow me over there. That's the newest thing that I have done. What else did I do? I got a tattoo. That was really spontaneous, Live life in the moment, people, okay? I've been just trying to just live life. We're out here living life like Kourtney Kardashian says. We just want to live life, okay? So yeah, got a tattoo. Y'all probably saw that already. But yeah, that's really it. Been working, got some things coming. I hope y'all are excited, but that is it for the recap. So we are gonna jump right in. Today is a real exciting show because I got some special guests in the building, and I'm sitting here like, dang, is this like episode 35? That's when I got these people in the house tonight. That's so long, but they're here. So y'all, my mom's here, my auntie's here. We're all here. The gang's all here. Hashtag Smudge Squad. Hey, y'all.
Hey.
So, yeah, I'm going to let them introduce themselves. Okay, y'all probably know my mom, but y'all probably don't know my auntie, though. Y'all don't know my auntie, though. Who want to start? You want to start or you want to start? Who want to start?
Mom starts first.
Mom goes first.
Well, I'll go first. Hey, guys. I'm Mama Nikki, and I am Corey's mom, her momager. I am her assistant. I am her hairstylist. I am a little bit of everything. So whatever she needs, I'm here for it. And you will see me a lot.
Literally a lot. Yes, ma'am.
And I have a sister.
And I'm Auntie Crystal.
I have a sister.
Corey's auntie. And, I've just been supporting her for...
Ever.
And, that's just me.
Period. Okay, so our actual introduction. Well, y'all got to be watching us on YouTube to see, so y'all can understand what's going on. So, hello, it's me. I'm the drunk one. Okay, the drunk one. And who are you?
I'm drunk too.
You're drunk too.
I'm drunk too.
You're drunk too, and who are you?
I'm just both. So, combination. They call me combo.
Oh my gosh. I thought that was so funny. And we literally were like, no, we have to have matching t-shirts. It's going to be fun. This is kind of stuff that we do, in our regular everyday lives. So we had to bring that to the podcast. So literally tonight, everybody, we got our drinks and we just going to be chilling. We're going to talk about whatever comes to mind, but we're going to talk about gender roles because that seems to be a little bit of tea that we want to sip tonight. So that's what we're going to do. So let's just go ahead and jump into our conversation. What's the first thing you think about when you hear gender roles? I think about okay, who's supposed to do what? Who's going to be responsible for what? What do you think about?
I think about the same thing as well, but I think that modern age responsibilities have switched up some. I think that it's not like how it used to be.
Interesting.
Even for my generation, that's when I think the switch started shifting.
They flipped the switch on you.
Flipped the switch.
Not they flipped the switch.
Yeah, a little bit. They tried anyway. They tried.
What do you think about?
Well, I think it's kind of just opposite, I just feel like we've got away from the modern things. And, some things still, I believe, need to be done. Some things don't. But that's just my opinion.
I mean, now I live by myself, so I kind of have to do everything, That's interesting.
Well, when you live by yourself, you don't have any help. So,
You don't have any help.
I mean, it's kind of expected.
Right. But I just think, like, right now, I kind of, like, I play both roles right now when I'm alone because I don't have a choice. But, like, I don't want to take out the trash, y'all. I don't want to do that. Is that just me?
I don't take out the trash.
Well, I do. So I take out the trash.
Yeah, I don't take out trash. I don't cut the grass.
I don't like taking out the trash all the time either, but I do it.
What do you think? What do you think about when you hear gender roles? What's the first thing that comes to mind?
I guess, like, I don't know, the first thing that comes to mind when I hear gender roles is just like the old classic TV shows, like with the wife cooking and like the husband like going to work. I mean, I know that's not like the thing now, but I'm saying, like, when I hear gender roles, it just reminds me of that. Like how it was. Like, I guess, like, I feel like that's when, like, the gender roles first came into play.
Yeah, like back in the day, the woman stays home and cooks and cleans and, like, take care of the kids. And
But see, to me, it's different when you're married, I believe. So when you're just boyfriend and girlfriend, it probably is not as intensified. But when you're married, I believe the man and the woman, or woman and woman, man, expect certain things. Once you become married.
I can't speak on the marriage thing, but they can.
I could speak on the marriage thing. And from my experience, I would say that it's sometimes could be a double standard. I struggle with trying to figure out what my actual role was because of the fact that in some instance, my husband wants me to go to work. He wants me to help out with the bills and all that good stuff. But then at the same time, I might be coming home the same time he's coming home, and he still want to know what's for dinner, who's cooking, what am I cooking, did I stop and get something? And I'm like, okay, well, I'm just getting in just like you. And sometimes I be needing a little help with ideas on what to cook or what we want to eat or whatever. But he don't want to do none of that. He don't want to think about any of that. He just want to leave that up to me. Now, he will take the trash out. Because I ain't taking out the trash. I'm sorry. You know, I grew up in a household with a bunch of women and a son, and he took the trash out. So I don't know nothing about taking no trash out.
He wasn't your son. He was your brother.
A son, not the son. Not her son.
Yeah, not my son.
She tried to son you, son.
And I just never had to do it except for when I lived on my own.
Right.
So, I don't know. It's just certain things that I'm just not going to do if I live in a house with a man.
I feel that. I hear that. I know.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. Like, when you say gender roles, that doesn't mean everybody has to be living together either.
Correct.
It doesn't mean everybody has to be married either. So I just feel like when you put a title on it, different things come with that.
Elaborate.
When you move in with somebody, different things come with that. So you got to think about it. When y'all might not be married, but y'all might be living together.
Right.
And that man and that woman, vice versa, whoever's going to be, is still going to expect certain things. It's going to kind of be like y'all married, but y'all not. But it's going to be, it's a fine line. So you have to try to figure out what that fine line is, what your role is, what their role is.
Right.
So it could be kind of complicated sometimes.
Well,
Just
in my household,
I'm screaming.
it's just, okay, so I don't take trash out, but I cook. Not all the time. Not most of the time. But we eat.
Right.
And I'm in charge of figuring out what
The
that
food.
is.
Right.
Whether I pick it up, I cook it, or I have it delivered.
We gonna eat.
We gonna eat. And for the most part, that's what I take care of, like figuring out what we're gonna have. But then when it comes to cleaning up the house.
Cleaning.
I had to get to a place where I was like, you know what? I'm about to have my own room in this house because I'm not getting ready to do all of this. Because as soon as I clean it up, it needs to be cleaned up again.
I feel like that's my life in general. I can just be cleaning, and then it still need to be clean.
But as I've gotten older, I feel like I can't be around a whole bunch of clutter.
Yeah. It messes with your mental health. I learned that.
It does.
It makes you feel like, what the heck? What's going on? Where is this? Can't find what you're looking for. Just,
That's another thing, too. You be with somebody and y'all in a relationship, and next thing you know, y'all moving together, and you don't even know if that's the best move because you got your ways, they have their ways. You keep leaving the kitchen light on, or you know what I'm saying, whatever how it go, you keep leaving the toilet seat up, and this, that, and the third. So it's a, you know what I'm saying, relationships is a
compromise.
It's a fine line. You got to bridge the gap.
But I think that when it comes to gender roles, I think that we just go back to what people used to do back in the day. When I really think that each household should pick what their roles are. Like, they need to agree on what it is. Just don't assume, because, like, I'm guilty of that because I just told y'all, like, I'm not taking out no trash because I didn't do that as a child. Because I didn't have to, because there was a man in the house who did it. So that's me just bringing in what used to happen into my new relationship. And I mean, I could be wrong for that, but I'm still not taking out the trash.
But I'm still not taking out the trash, period. I know some people that are like...
There's nothing wrong with that. I just feel like if I've been busy and the trash is just sitting there and it's stinking up the house, you're just going to let it sit there?
Now, I'm not going to do that. Now, that's what I won't do.
Yeah.
If it needs to go out, I'm going to put it in the garage until you get home.
No, you need to put it in the trash.
Yo, this is so funny.
You need to put it in the trash.
At least we are open and honest about what it is and what it ain't.
Because to me, sitting it in the garage, it's like, basically,
I could have taken
it's
it
basically
outside.
saying, no, it's basically like saying, this is his job. I ain't taking this shit out.
Correct.
In my household, he knows that that's his job, though, Crystal.
But I'm just saying that he probably just thinks to himself when he see it in the garage, like, now you could just took a couple more steps and threw that junk in the garbage.
That is so...
I feel like that too, but I get what you're saying, but there's a lot of things that he does in the house that I feel like you could have really just... Okay, I'll give you an example. I'm on my way home. I get a phone call. Oh, you don't got to pick up nothing because I'm about to cook, whatever. And I'll be like, oh, shoot, okay. Be all excited and everything. And then get home. And he'd be like, oh, I made the chicken. Could you make the rice? Huh?
Oh my God.
You could have just put the rice on. You could have just boiled the rice.
Oh, that's...
That makes sense. I agree with that.
Because you just told me that I didn't have to stop and get nothing or worry about dinner, or he'll say, well, can you make the salad because I like your salad better? No.
You got that good tall salad.
You do got that good salad, though. Not even gonna lie.
Got that good tall salad.
You got that good salad, girl. You be chopping that thing up. You chopping that thing up. You can come cook for me.
That really annoys me.
You can come cook for me.
And I guess if I would say this, if my trash can would be like in the front of the house or something like that, I had to take it out, I would go ahead. But it's all the way downstairs in the backyard, in the back where he have the dogs, and he about to go back there anyway.
Yeah,
he got to go take the dogs.
Yeah.
So he just take the trash. And that's just how I go.
Trash.
But I think that for you, Crystal, it's a little bit different because I get what you're saying. You don't want to take the trash out all the time.
Yeah.
But I don't think that Corey minds
taking out the trash.
I don't think he minds too much.
I don't mind taking that trash. I'm just saying though, but like, don't get the bag already and then sit it by the door. No, just go ahead and walk your behind down them steps. Open up that garbage, whoever it is. Don't leave it in the garage. You walk your behind on the side of the house, and you put that junk in the can. Stop playing around.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny. I know some people in relationships where the girl they don't pump gas. Like the man does it all the time.
I pump the gas.
Okay, wait. So do you mean they're together in a car, and when they pull up to the gas station,
Yes,
the man gets out and pumps the gas?
Mm-hmm.
Or do you mean I'm at my house and my husband comes home from work and I meet him at the gas station and then he pumps my gas?
Mm-hmm. Or he just take the car.
Or y'all can pull up to the pump. Do you get out or do he get out?
Okay, if I'm in a car with Corey, majority of the time he gets out. But I'm not going to say that it's been every time. But the majority of the time he'll get out and then he'll say, pop your hood, I'm going to check your oil too while I'm doing whatever. You know, he'll do that. But most of the time when I'm getting gas and I'm not with him. So I'm always pumping my gas. But I don't think that we don't have that rule in our house because he's not the type of dude that's gonna get up
and go take your
come
car.
to the. Now he might fill my car up. Like if he might say, "Oh well, I seen the gas is low or whatever. Let me go take her car and fill it up." Just doing it just because. But he's not gonna meet me from being wherever he's at the gas station just to pump my gas.
That's doing too much.
Yeah, he's not going to do that.
That's doing too much to me.
But there is some people that's like that.
Yeah, that's what I was like. Some people are really like that. Like
that's doing way too much.
Them
you don't get your behind out the car, put your hand on the nozzle and put it in the thing. And pump the gas. It's not that serious.
Y'all know how people be today. Y'all already know.
Oh.
Yeah.
Y'all want people to open the door for y'all? Like you want him to open the door and get out?
Open the car door?
Now that's to me that's 70s and 80s. You know what I'm saying? Like that's doing too much.
Yeah, like I'm not okay. I'm not
saying that
you.
You. No, I'm not saying that you can't do that.
Right.
But
like I would appreciate it, but I'm not expecting it. Yeah. But if we're going to walk into a restaurant and he pulls the door open, he needs to let me go in first.
Yeah.
Not pull the door open and hand it to me while he walk in. That
we don't want to touch no doors.
Not even that. I just
do you like Donald Trump did the Queen?
Please,
straight disrespect.
Yeah, like if he's headed to the door and he pulls it open, he's gonna let me walk in.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, it does. I do.
Because don't let me walk in behind you.
Yeah, no.
Mm-hmm. No, thank you.
I'm not expecting him to come over to my car door and open it up and all that. Or open the door to let me in. I'm not expecting that. Now, if he does it, I'll appreciate it. But it's not expected.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Do you expect that?
No. Not really. I think it's like a oh my gosh, you're opening the door for me, thanks, whenever it happens. I'm like, oh, thanks. I just don't expect it.
Because everything is so hood nowadays.
That doesn't get done for me, so it's not something I expect either. So I just
open the door for you, man. Open the door for you. I'm walking right by you. Be like, I open the door for you. No, I'm just playing.
No, not something I expect, but it's a nice gesture. I feel like.
So do you have any gender roles in your household at this very moment?
Honestly, do we? Devin, what you do? You just be anything.
No, Devin, what you do?
Anything that requires heavy lifting, I'm like, Devin, help. Help me. I can't break a nail. He knows that.
What? Do you cook?
No.
Devin, you hungry, huh?
I'm just kidding. Oh my gosh, I'm just kidding. No, I cook sometimes. I just don't like cooking. That's why I'm like,
I don't either. Corey.
I just don't like to cook.
Me either. And you know what's the main thing? I don't like to clean it up.
I don't like to clean it up either.
Yeah, no. That's why I don't like to cook.
I don't like dishes.
I like to cook when I'm in the mood. Like if it's a holiday or, and I know I'm going to be off. But in the morning, to get up every morning and try to make breakfast or something like that before I got to run out the house, that I can't.
Breakfast? Devin makes breakfast.
Yeah.
I don't make breakfast.
Yeah, your dad makes breakfast for himself.
Devin be in the kitchen making pancakes.
No, I ain't doing that.
Chef D be flipping pancakes and he be making eggs.
That's the best meal of the day.
I remember when I met Devin, he didn't know how to make eggs.
He learned, huh?
Mm-hmm. You remember that, Devin?
All right. Well, this is the nitty gritty right here.
Oh,
I would like to know.
What you want to know?
As far as gender roles in your household, how do you think it should go as far as the bills are concerned?
It's so funny because I'll be watching Married at First Sight and these people be getting married to strangers and they don't be knowing how these people operate, and I'll be laughing once they start talking about the financial part because they be arguing and it be so funny. And this one girl was like, he said 50-50 and she was like, she almost fell out the chair. Like, she was like, oh, no, this is not going to work. And I was like, oh, my God. She was so mad.
She was mad.
She was mad. And I was like, wow. I mean, I don't know. For me, we kind of talked about it and we were like, oh, right now, like, if we were to do anything together right now, we just split everything down the middle. Mm-hmm. Right now. But in the future, I mean, I don't really know in the future how I'm gonna be feeling.
Okay.
What I would say is, I would say if one person in the household can afford to pay all those bills, that's great. Mm-hmm. But in this modern time, that's not the way it's set up. It's just not. So, I mean, you might not go 50-50. You might pay the rent. They might pay the bills or vice versa. Or y'all might go 50-50. But that's very rare. You know what I mean? Like, that's asking a person to do a lot, man or female. That's asking a person to do a lot. Mm-hmm. It just is. I mean, unless you just got that banging job like that. Right. That's just the way I look at it.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is how I feel. I have two opinions about this.
I think I do too.
I feel like if the man is in control of the house, it's his responsibility to provide for the family. Mm-hmm. Now, that is in the Old Testament way of doing things.
In the Old Testament.
But at the end of the day, 9 times out of 10, the man was always the one who made more money. So I think that's why the role was put on him.
Mm-hmm. True.
Now, in today's world, sometimes the women make more money than the men. Mm-hmm. So I wouldn't feel that way. But in my household, what I'm going to allow is I'm not going to allow somebody to tell me I need to give them half of everything that we have going on if I don't make nowhere near the money that they make. Right. You're just not getting ready to tell me
the money
that.
Is like what you make is the key factor.
Literally.
Right. So in my household, it's like I make way less. Mm-hmm. Like 3 or 4 times less the amount of money.
Right.
So there's no way that I'm getting ready to try to match
the energy.
Yeah, like I'm not getting ready. I used to try to do that because I used to feel like it was my duty to do that. Mm-hmm. But then I started really thinking about it and I'm like, I'm never gonna make the money that he's making as long as we're both in the same businesses. So at the end of the day, why am I killing myself trying to do something that is going to be impossible? Now, I'm not saying that I couldn't do it, but then now I'm struggling to try to match somebody who makes 4 times more than me. And they're living a breeze, and I'm over here living crazy. So, no, I just had to put an end to that, and I just said, listen, this is what I can come up with. Take it or leave it.
Period.
I'm supposed to be the helpmeet. I am not supposed to be the provider. So this is what I could do. and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
If I can do more, I will. But if I'm not getting ready to,
yeah, no, that makes sense. That's what I was gonna say too. Because another married at first sight for me. The girl made way more than the guy, and everyone's looking at her like, "Did y'all talk about the salary?" And she's like, "Yeah." She's like, "How do you feel about that?" She's like, "Well, he makes significantly less than me. Like his salary is like way less." And she's just like, okay with it for now. But I'm like, that might not work out for in the long run. Y'all didn't sound too confident about
eventually,
that.
Eventually, he has to be able to do whatever he needs to do to provide half because he's a man. I'm sorry. It's just the way. That's just the way that I look at it. So whether you have to get another job, whether you have to get that's just the way that I look at it. I'm sorry.
Well, then that can be kind of stereotypical a little bit. Because I just sat here and said,
stop.
This is my business and this is what.
But you're not a man. That's basically what I'm saying.
Yeah, I get it.
It's the
you know what I'm saying? Like the thing about it is like, I just believe that, how could I put it? Because I don't want to say no woman should be able to take care of a man. I don't want to say that.
Right.
But
I know what you get.
You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Eventually, you can't just live. We can't just be together for 20 years and you're not.
I'm taking care of you.
Yes, no, that doesn't work.
That's not what we're not about to do. Is that okay? We're not.
So it'll work for a little bit, but eventually, that's gonna cause problems. I'm telling you.
Yeah, she's just like, that's cool. He's he's motivated. He's working. Blah blah blah. I'm like, girl,
because even that's what I'm saying. Even if you had to get 2 jobs to try to match what you're a man, like that's just the way that I look at it. You're supposed to be the provider, so you have to at least be trying.
I think what's cool now is like the people that I follow on social media, like the influencers, they kind of like work their way up to where they are now, like making all that money and doing all those things. But behind the scenes, like they all kind of like had their husbands helping them. Mm-hmm. So it was like they helped them to get where they are now, but now both of them are eating. Like they kind of like branched out, and the men, like they're starting their own businesses and they're doing all, like they kind of like, they helped build them up, and then now we all get to eat. So I think that's cool too.
Now, if the woman is filthy rich, then I don't agree with that. Then I believe that she should, you know what I'm saying? If she should be able to, she should take care of him. Not saying that eventually he still don't need to bring something to the table, but yeah.
Just filthy rich, it's a no for me.
Or if you know what I'm saying, like if you're just rich, like I mean, I get that part.
Yeah,
but
okay, so I have a question. How do you feel about when a man says, they want you to cook, they want you to clean, and, take care of the kids and all of that? When they want you to do all of that, do you feel like you should be a stay-at-home mom and they should take care of you? Or do you feel like he should be asking you to try to go to work too?
I just believe in a modern day, a lot of women are doing that. Believe it or not.
Being which one?
The working mom and still taking care of the house.
Yeah.
Because other than that, you got to think about it. In the times that we're in our generation, that's what's going on. Mm-hmm. I mean, it might not be going on in everybody's household, but you know what I'm saying? Like most women are doing that. A lot. Well, I ain't gonna say most women. A lot of women are doing that. Shouldn't I say? You know what I'm saying? And not saying that might not be the right thing to do. I don't really know, but
for me, I think
it do sound like a lot. It do.
It's gonna depend on how many kids is in the picture for me.
As I said, it do sound like a lot. Now, when you start going into 3-4 kids, that's doing a lot too. So that's what I'm saying. Well, it's just like I just believe in the times that we're living in. It's hard. Relationships is hard.
I feel like men.
But they've always been hard too, though. So.
I feel like men expect the woman to take care of the kids, regardless. They don't care what you got.
Because that's what's been happening for generations. That's
right.
Why.
But at the same time, you want me to be a woman from back in the day, but you want me to be a modern day woman too. And which one do you want? Because
that's a bar.
if that's the case, then you got to help out a little bit with the kids or something. Like, that just don't even make no sense. To have one person running themselves racket, it's almost like they're a single parent.
See, I think too, when it comes to the women when they doing all that, I think it was a little bit different for women back then. Like, women back then didn't have to be so independent compared to now. So it's like women have to be independent. You have to be independent, but what else you got going on too? You got kids, you got a man, you got, you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like you have to, you I don't know, it don't sound fair, but it's kind of like you kind of like have to figure it out. The woman's role is really, really complicated, should I say, because you have to do a lot. You do. You have to do a lot to try to keep your family together. Not saying that men don't, but you do. You have to do a lot. So it's complicated. That's what I'm saying. It's just like everything is so different now. Like, every cost of living is so high. Like, you can't just live off one income like you used to be able to do that back in the day. Like, you can, but where you living at?
Right.
Are you doing anything? You got kids? Are y'all having, you know what I'm saying? Like,
unless
you gotta be able to still live your life
where you making a lot of money.
That's what I'm saying. And that's not, but that's not reality.
Not
like, how many people can say they got a banging job?
Right.
It's not reality. So it's like you have to make your own. You have to try to make your own reality. That's what I'm saying. It's like, it's not, being in a relationship is not easy. It's just not. But you have to do whatever you can do to try to make it work. And within yourself, if you can say that you tried your best and it don't work, it's nothing that you can do about it.
I just really get annoyed when, it's other responsibilities for the kids, and then the husband is like, well, I gotta work. Like, you don't have to work.
Yeah.
That annoys me so much. Because it's almost like they don't respect that you have a job. That, not that they don't respect that you have a job, but almost like your job is not important. Like, it doesn't matter. Right. It's not as important. It's
because they feel like they the breadwinner. That's why. So they that's what I'm saying. That goes back to kind of like back in the day. It's like they feel like they're the breadwinner, so they feel like it doesn't really make sense for me to take off. It might make more sense for you. You get what I'm saying? Not saying that that's fair.
Right. Yeah. But then when it comes time for the bills to be paid, then you
still looking for that.
You need to go ahead and handle that.
Because I had days off, so you're going to have to make them ends meet, honey.
Like, you can't be saying one thing and then do it accurate. Like,
and that's what I'm saying. It's hard. Like, you just gotta
do it. You gotta figure your way.
You gotta just between those two people, it's hard. You gotta figure out what your balance is, and I don't know. Yeah, I talk to the wrong person because I can't even get my own stuff together. I'm talking to the wrong person.
Listen, we chilling right now.
No, I'm just
we chilling right now. We ain't really dealt with this much over here. So,
well, I've dealt with it all.
Yeah, I mean, y'all still young though, so y'all got
just like
a lot of time to go.
Like, you learn your way. When you younger, when you're in your 20s and you making these decisions to move in together and have kids and then try to get married and have a family, you learn. And over the years, I've learned what I'm going to allow and what I'm not. So I'm okay at the place that I'm at right now, but I just know that sometimes I feel like I get pushed to the limit just a little bit. And I just know now to be like, no, I ain't doing that.
Period.
And you got to do what works for you.
The answer.
That's it. You got to do for what works for you. That's all you can do.
I'm the drunk one. All right.
Ooh, I'm drunk too.
Edibles, anybody?
Oh, okay.
And she's both.
In her Drake voice.
In her Drake voice. Well,
I lost my voice in Las Vegas.
Because you was lit. Lit in Vegas. I actually wanted to talk about that, like traveling, because I want to go somewhere.
Where you want to go?
I don't know.
You're about to turn 25. We need to be planning that now.
Wait, you want to go somewhere, and so you want to know who's in charge of paying for who goes and who doesn't?
Who gonna take care?
Who gonna take care of the trip itself?
Who gonna take care of the
Where
trip?
you want to go?
I want to go to Jamaica, but I don't know. I'm like I want to
go
start.
to Jamaica. I swear to God, I'm going.
You're definitely going.
I'm going.
I want to go to Jamaica. Like I want to do 25 in Jamaica with my family and my close friends. That's what I want to do.
Sounds like a plan.
But
count me in on all.
I don't know how.
Count me in on all inclusive.
That
Hello?
is really stupid.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, I want to do all inclusive. So it could be lit.
Lit. We was lit at your mother and father wedding. God.
That's what I said. I said I want to go to Jamaica as an adult, honey. I want to be grown and sexy, 25. Like that's what I want to do.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna start planning it.
The
now.
bar opened up at like 9 o'clock in the morning or something stupid like that.
Yeah, drinks for breakfast.
Every day. Yo, we was lit in Jamaica. That was
Every day with breakfast with our grits, egg, whatever.
You should look. Even Nan and Mommy was in on it. Nanny had some drinks up on that junk too. That was a long time ago though, but that was a vibe.
I hope
when you look back at it, Nick, that was a vibe.
It was.
That really was. I'm about to say we need to be going. What year is this for y'all again? Is it 20 yet?
No, it's
when it's 20. We need to be
I'm
going
like,
back. It would have been
what?
dope if it would have been 20 because then we could have been back for your anniversary and her birthday.
It's gonna be at 17 years.
I need my own time. Sorry.
She need her own.
Ain't no
little
combo
thing.
going on. Ain't no combo
We
trip
not
going
having
on.
no combo over
No
here.
combo going on.
I'll go back for the 20th, but I need my own trip.
I know that's right.
I need my own trip. Yeah, I want to do that. So I'm hoping that could happen. I'm hoping that, the world is not crazier.
It won't be. COVID is over.
Stop.
Please.
If they stop, please.
As long as people stay vaccinated. Just not me.
Just
Exactly.
please. That's the only thing
That's what's keeping us safe right now. People being vaccinated. Stay vaccinated, Americans.
That's really stupid.
that is really stupid. That's going to be the only thing that causes me to not want to go on a trip. Like,
You better go now because by the time October, November.
no,
get
that's
here,
what I'm saying. I'm like nervous because I'm like,
that
okay,
flu
cool.
come back around.
Ooh. I'm like nervous because I don't know what's going to happen.
Require that you have to be vaccinated.
Mm-hmm.
To do what?
To
go
travel
out the
to
country.
certain places. Like,
Oh, yeah, that's coming next.
yeah.
That is coming.
And when that happens, that's when I'm staying inside. Respectfully.
That's coming next.
So that's why I was like, I'm gonna look into it. We can start planning and everything, but like,
We ain't put no money down yet.
no, I don't want no surprises in 6 months. Like, oh yeah, you gotta have that card, 'cause, baby, I ain't gonna have that card.
I got a question for y'all, but this kind of like off the wall, but it's just weird to me. What do y'all think about Jeff Bezos going to space?
No.
Have you heard about that?
I think I did hear about that.
Alright.
Someone's
Him
going
and
to
his
space.
brother.
Yeah.
He been building this for I don't know how long, and he's stepping down from Amazon, and he going into space. I think like July 1st or
Oh,
July
wow.
something.
How long is he gonna be there?
I don't know, but I think it's only going to take them 15 minutes to get there, if I'm mistaken.
15 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Is that how long it takes to get to space?
Well, he the richest man in the world, so he say he been making this thing for the longest time.
Space shit.
Because everybody keep trying to say is he trying to kill himself?
Oh, really?
Well, I don't know.
Him and his brother?
Well, he asked his brother to go.
What the heck?
It's only a 3-seater.
No.
Only a 3-seater.
Oh my gosh, I gotta show y'all this video that me and Serena be laughing about this private jet.
Only a 3-seater. Jeff Bezos is crazy as hell. You just be having all that money and don't be knowing what to do with it.
I'm confused about how we can go to space for like 3 months. Like, how is that possible? Like, what is up there that we can sustain life for 3 months?
They supposed to be able to get out and take a selfie or something stupid like that.
I ain't doing none of that.
Not take a selfie, but they is supposed to be able to get out or something like that.
I'm scared of heights. So if I get somewhere
Like
and I
the
can see
dude
the
did on the
planets-
moon, pretty much.
If I get somewhere and I can see the planets, I'm gonna pass out.
But they never said when they was coming back.
Mm.
Like the 828ers.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh my Lord, my nose. Please.
So, I have another question.
What you got a question about? Talk to us.
Do we feel that it's a good gesture if your significant other is paying for you to like get your hair done and your nails done?
Here we go.
Or do you feel like it's required that they have to do that?
Bro.
It's not a requirement.
I don't think it's a requirement either.
No.
I think that it's a good gesture if they do it. But I want to be able to maintain my own personal hygiene on my own. Like, I don't want to feel like...
I don't want to depend on him.
Yeah, I can't be like, I can't go get my nails done because he ain't give me the money or something.
Yeah,
like, that, right?
no, I don't want to feel like that.
Mm-mm.
Because me being in the hair industry, I used to come across a lot of women who would be like, girl, I got to cancel my appointment because my husband didn't leave the money for me to get my hair done, or I'm going to have to reschedule, or they'll be like, oh, no, just make my hair straight, flat iron, because my husband don't like when I come in with all of the big curls and stuff.
Oh, listen.
Like, they be paying for their hair but telling them how they want it.
Nope.
Done.
Nope.
And I just used to be like, he told you how he wants you to wear your hair? Like, I just didn't get that. But I guess it's not for me to get because I never let a person just pay for me to get my hair. Like, okay, you can give me money to get my hair and my nails done, but you can't tell me how to get it done. But these women would be like, oh, my husband, he don't like it when I be putting I only could get 16 inches because he don't like it when I come home with the 22 inches.
Literally, Raven was just talking about this.
When you married,
talking about
it matters.
Oh, well.
Okay, tell me how. Explain.
Because I just feel like, I don't know how to put it. That's what I'm saying. To me, I just feel like when you marry, you want to please. Not saying that you don't want to do that when you just boyfriend and girlfriend, but I just feel like when you married, you want your mate to have that opinion. You don't?
No.
Mm-mm. I want my mate to tell me, ooh,
because what if because the thing about it is like not saying that maybe it's something that maybe it's like not saying that it don't look nice, but maybe he don't like for you to have hair all the way down to your behind.
Actually,
what's wrong with that?
There's nothing wrong with that, just not in my situation.
No, I'm just saying though,
that's the whole thing.
Not saying that it's right and he should be able to do that, but he should be able to voice his opinion and you run with it.
He can voice his opinion, but when the customer comes in and sits in their chair and says, no, you can't put those curls in my hair because my husband don't like that, or he not paying for me to get that, or something stupid like that, that's control, Crystal. Sorry.
I mean, yeah, that is. That is. I mean, but the thing about it is like you still want to look good for your mate. So if he does say that, you're kind of I'm not saying that. Listen. You shy away from it a little bit because you know they don't like that.
I get that part of it, but to me, it was almost sounding controlling when they would come in, and I would just be like, okay. In my back of my mind, I'm like, awkward. You let your husband tell you how to freaking wear your hair?
Listen.
I mean, because if he decides, oh, well, I want to cut my hair bald because I don't feel like going to the barbershop every day and she don't like it bald, is he going to stop doing that?
That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that he will stop doing it, but but you could be like, you know what? I don't like it when you get a baldy. You can say that.
You can say that, but that's not the same thing as voicing an opinion and then coming in, sitting and telling me what your husband said he wants your hair look like. That ain't the same thing. That's two different things. And that's what I thought was kind of weird. Like, I know a girl and her husband just basically almost kind of like Kim and Kanye. To me, that was kind of weird. Like, I don't want my husband to come into my closet and dress me and tell me, oh, put this with that and do this. No, I want you to stay a man. And when I get done and when I get dressed and I figure out what I want to look like, and when I come out, I just want you to love it or not. Like, if you don't like it, that's fine. But I don't want you to come in here and be like, put this top on, put these pants on. Like, who are you? Get out of here.
So in our generation, right? I've seen this topic floating around, so it's funny that you said it. In our generation, well, I saw someone I follow post this, and she like posted a picture of her from like 2 years ago, whatever, and she was just like growing out her natural hair and like not wearing a lot of makeup. And then now it's like, okay, cool, we done shaved our head, we looking cute, snatched, edgy, we doing what we want to do for us. And she was just like, I look back at this picture and I realized that back then I was kind of dressing myself and doing my hair and everything to look good in the eye of a man. But now I'm kind of like focused on me. Like, I want to look good for me. So most of the time in our generation, when they're trying to tell people how to wear their hair, what clothes to wear and everything, that's their own insecurity. It's like, oh, this is for my image. Like, I don't want her looking like, oh, she might be a single woman outside, you know, with her body out or hair down her back or whatever. So I feel like that's what that's about. It's about their image. Like, especially with Kim and Kanye, it's like Kanye is about his image. Like, she needs to fit
his image.
What I need to look like when we go out together.
Yeah, because Kim has a reputation. That's why.
Mm-hmm.
No, seriously. So when he got with her, you got to think about it. I'm pretty sure a lot of people was like, bro, what you doing? Mm-hmm. I'm pretty sure a lot of people said that, believe it or not. Because her name was out there like that. She was out there like that.
Mm-hmm. That's so. I'm not doing it, okay?
And I believe that's what he was afraid of in the beginning. He didn't want to have a baby by her. When he said he didn't want to have North or whatever, when he said that. I believe he just didn't. Because the next thing you know, they got married. Right?
To me, that's whack, though.
But I'm just telling you. I don't know.
Let me tell you why that's whack.
That's what I think.
Let me tell you why that's whack.
Because I think about it. Kim Kardashian had a reputation.
And he knew that from day one. Mm-hmm. But he still pursued her. He pursued her because he thought she was the next smoking thing besides Beyonce. Because he even said that. He thought Kim Kardashian was his Beyonce because he was infatuated with Beyonce. That's number one. So now you with Kim Kardashian and you know her whole reputation. Mm-hmm. You got to own that, bro. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I think in the beginning he didn't want to, or he shied away from it.
Because at the end of the day, you chasing her. So you must like something about her. You gotta like or love all of her or none of her. Like, you can't be on the fence. Like, nah. She had to love him for his crazy and everything else. Like, nah.
I'm sorry,
he didn't really get crazy till he got with her, though. Jesus Christ.
Nah, man. Kanye always had a loose screw, Crystal.
Yeah, he did, but he wasn't doing the stuff that he was doing when he got with her. Man, I'm sorry.
I am screaming.
I get what you're saying, but
at the end of the day,
it's been since he lost his mom, but
yeah,
it was kind of around the same time.
I think it was a little even before then, though.
At the end of the day,
he just always was just so controversial all the time.
Look, at the end of the day, though, I'm not with it. Okay, y'all not about to tell me how to wear my hair, what I'm putting on, what I'm putting.
Yeah, no,
up,
I ain't with that either.
What shoes I'm wearing tonight?
Yeah, because what if what you like is not my style? Like, I'm just not getting, like, I'm telling you, he changed her whole style.
No.
He changed her whole style. It's the same thing happened with J-Lo and Mark Anthony.
He
tried to tone J-Lo all the way down. Like, why are you trying to tone her down? What did you like about her? Because this ain't it. Because she wasn't this. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is it?
He got nervous. I probably was. I guess he probably was like, shit, is she my woman now? And I need you to tone it down. I don't want nobody else trying to...
Yeah, that's basically...
insecurity.
Yeah, that's basically what Kanye was saying. He was like, you know, you got 4 kids and you don't need to be around here wearing lingerie and no clothes and this and that or whatever.
Please. Spare me.
Like, when she trying to get to billionaire status, dude, if you don't go sit down somewhere.
Let us know. Look, if you're watching on YouTube, let us know in the comments down below what side are you on, because I'm Team K. I'm putting on what I want to put on. I'm going to do my hair how I want to do my hair.
I will take your opinion,
and
but
Devin likes it.
That's it. Because Corey will say to me, oh, like when I be trying to figure out, I'm like, oh, what should I do with my hair? This was years ago. And he would be like, oh, you should just cut it short again. I like when it's short, when you got the little curls and the little waves. Like, he liked that look or whatever. But I grew out of that. Like, I shave my head now because I'm hot.
I cannot. It's so much lighter, y'all. Please. I will never grow my hair back out. Ever.
See?
Ever.
It's just easy. I'm hot. I'm older.
You ain't never gonna grow your hair back out again?
Never. I'm going to the grave bald, okay? Promise.
That's so stupid.
Y'all could put a wig on me, but,
but that's it.
I'm going to be
Not
bald.
y'all could put a wig on me, but
I'm going to be bald. I'm just saying.
So he used to say that, and I would cut my hair when I was in the mood to cut my hair. But if I wasn't in the mood, I'm not doing it. And if I want to put a weave in my hair way long, you either gonna love it or you not gonna love it until I go to my next hairstyle, and it's just gonna be okay. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Because it was a lot of things stuff that he might do or like or whatever that might not particularly be my taste or what I would like for him to look like, but I'm not getting ready to be like, you gotta change that. Like, I'm not getting ready to say that.
That ain't gonna rock. I ain't rocking with it.
Just only one thing that he did one time, and I was like, nah, dude. I just kept laughing at him. But
stop.
Other than that,
just stop.
I don't know. I just don't know about that.
I don't know. Y'all are hilarious.
Because that's your own personal style.
Correct.
Like, if you letting somebody change her, that's like if Leslie be like, girl, you don't need to wear polo no more because I don't like it no more.
And I'm going to be polo down to the side. Hey,
you going to be like, girl, you better go ahead with yourself.
What would you like me to wear?
Down to the side. Hey.
What would you like me to wear?
Or she coming in and showing you some old new trend with some old tight pants or something. You're going to be looking at her like, I'm not putting that on.
I had
That's
some
what I'm
tight
saying.
shorts the other day.
Listen,
but you put them shorts on because you wanted to put them shorts on,
Yeah,
not
'cause I
because
wanted
she
to put
was
them
like,
shorts
oh,
on, yes.
that's in. You would be like,
that ain't
I
me.
seen little baby wear them, so I said, why not me? It's my little brother.
Little baby.
that's really stupid.
It's my little brother.
All right, I got another question.
What you got? What you got?
Okay, so now we done been in the household. Now we going out. He done opened the door and everything. And now we done ate.
Who paying for it?
Who paying for that?
Not me.
Who paying for that food?
Not me.
Somebody paying for that.
We was talking about this the other day.
Who
We
is
was talking
paying
about
for
this
that
the other
food,
day.
Corey?
Who got the most money?
No.
It's
Now
a two-way street.
Okay.
We gonna go Dutch.
I said we about to be dining and dashing. No.
What?
For me personally, because me and Serena was just talking about this. Like, what qualifies a quote unquote date? If you call my phone and you say, let me take you out to da 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 da, like if I didn't have any plans of being outside today, and you talking about you want to go out to eat, you want to take me over here, over there, okay, cool. I'm gonna get dressed. I'm gonna look cute, but I'm not paying for it, and I'm not driving either.
I agree.
So, if we mutually want to do something, then that's different. But if you like, let me take you out, that sounds like you're paying.
Roll up a Dutch and go Dutch.
I agree with that. And I'll say this. In my household, we don't really cook that much. So every night, one of us is either buying dinner or ordering something to be delivered. So for me, now, if, like you said, if he comes to me and say, hey, let's go get something to eat or let's try this restaurant or whatever, then I'm expecting him to pay for that because
Correct.
you asked
that was
me
not
out.
in my plans originally.
Right.
Like
Now, if we are the type of people that don't cook and every other night we going out to eat, it's almost like it's just dinner because we don't cook.
Mm-hmm.
So we just take turns.
Yeah.
I'm not looking at him like, oh, you got to buy dinner.
All the time.
Right. And he's not looking at me like, oh, you got to buy dinner. We just take turns. But like you said, if one of us suggests, that's just like me. If I say, oh, I want to take you to this, I want to try this new spot or whatever, and you say, yeah, you want to come, then I should know that I'm treating this time because I just told you I want to take you to this new spot.
Correct.
So that's
absolutely
considered a date. Like I'm taking you out.
Considered a date.
It's a date.
It's a date.
And whoever initiates the date needs to pay.
Hello. Hello.
Don't be late.
Don't be late.
Yeah, because that.
Don't be late.
Oh, Sherman's got a date. Ooh, they was
Child, I know.
Yo, why was that on? That was on the TV, I think, when we was in Las Vegas.
I'm draining. Oh, God. I'm not paying for the date, though. Period. Not I, said the fox. I don't know. It's just like, I could stay home.
That's dumb.
I mean, if I was already planning on being home, I could just stay there. Respectfully.
Respectfully.
What a topic. I don't know how long we've been talking, so.
Don't know.
You got more questions? Because you was like, I got another question. Oh, I got another question because I just need to know.
Yeah, because
how do y'all feel about this?
Just listen. I've been in this relationship for a really long time, so I've been through it all.
I'm shaking my head like,
look, and I've survived.
I must survive. I'm not gonna give up. 'Cause time keep on surviving.
She's every woman.
So this is a very singing kind of family. If you guys didn't know that about us.
Lost my voice in Vegas.
We're a very singing kind of group of girls. Okay.
Yes, karaoke all day.
Well,
now,
Devin,
that's one thing that I can't wait to get back to because that is really something that
Thanks for having me,
pandemic
Nicole.
is.
you
like,
can't wait to
The
go back.
pandemic really shut down my karaoke.
Yo, we're
vibes.
taking. All right, you hear her? We're going to karaoke. I'm taking her to karaoke. Please.
Where's karaoke at?
Yeah, you're
Where
tripping.
the heck is karaoke?
We're going to karaoke. Next. It's so fun.
I know.
Oh my gosh. You've never been to like an actual karaoke place though?
Not no. We went to that one time. Me, you, and Melissa went to that bar lounge place.
No, this is like we're in a room and it's just us in the like we have our own room and they got the computer.
Oh, I did that for my birthday.
They got the
Where was
computer.
Corey?
She was in college.
I was in college, so you have in the karaoke room. No, that's what we're
Yes,
But you couldn't. But we gotta find
Stonecrest.
where we could drink and it turn up because you couldn't drink in the one we was at.
What?
Yeah, you couldn't bring your alcohol in there. You could bring food though, but you couldn't bring.
No, they have food and drinks there.
Where's it at?
Where was that place that we went? That was over here. That wasn't far. Well, we done been to two places at this point. They're not far. One's close to the office, and the other one is like maybe 20 minutes from
And
here.
they have like a
over here be
private
lit.
room where it could just be like your
party is in one room, and
Oh,
there's
I wanna do
the
that.
one that we
And
most
how many
recently the one that we most recently went to. How many of us was it? Like 10 of us? 10 people. We had a private bathroom. We had a private room. Order food. Order
How much was it?
drinks. I don't know because I didn't pay.
That's really stupid.
I don't think it'd be that expensive though. I know, like
I had to pay per hour, and it was only $15 per hour. So.
I think it might have been hourly. I don't know. It was for someone's birthday, huh? I think it was hourly, but it was cute. And they had the lights. We had a disco light. We had the mics, and it was loud. It was turned up.
That sounds fun.
And they got all the songs and stuff. Yeah, we're gonna take you there. Cause girl, you gonna go to the karaoke. We're gonna have karaoke. Devin?
Peace.
She's ready. She's like, peace out. Peace out. You got some questions for us from the squad?
It's been real.
Questions from the squad. She's trying to leave. She's not done yet.
It's not over.
Oh.
You have to ask us a question.
This is the last portion. This is the last segment of my show. We do questions from the squad, you know?
Question from the squad. What up, squad? Squad up.
Gang, gang. What's good?
Squad
So I got a question
Okay.
for everybody.
We might have an answer.
So like I know like now, like a lot of people, well, especially like in like areas like Atlanta or like big cities like New York and all that. Well, like of course there's like a lot of people that's balling, you know, and so I feel like a lot of women, especially like on Instagram and things like that, they like go for like ballers and stuff like that of that status. But they themselves are not at that level. But they expect for those people to like, they expect when they meet, I guess they expect for like everybody that they meet, like or date, to be on that level.
I see where you're going.
So how do y'all feel about like, well, like I guess like when y'all were dating, how'd y'all feel about like how much the other person made or like their role in that?
Ballers.
Like, did y'all have like a limit? Like they have to make this amount of money, or like I can't talk.
You
to
want
them.
to answer first, Crystal?
I can go. I wouldn't say that, no, because I've been in a place in my life where I wasn't making a lot. So, you know what I'm saying? I've been in that position. But like I said before, how can I put it? Like the relationship that I'm in now, the person's always made more money than me. So it could get complicated sometimes, but I don't look for that. No, I don't.
For me, it never was really that serious for me, the income. I never dated guys for like their status or what they had or whatever. It always had to be some type of attraction that kind of won me over, because there was a time where I dated someone who was struggling with his own self. Like he was trying to figure out what he wanted to do after he graduated and he really didn't know. And we were really young and I was working, but I was only working a part-time job and he wasn't working at all. But I still dated him and we did everything together every day until he decided to find what he was looking for and, you know, progress and move forward. So I never really been that type. I think that right now, I just think that this world is so into images and status because of social media that people are just doing the most right now. Because back in the day, it wasn't really about that. We was like in high school, you used to like to see the boys with the nice cars and all of that kind of stuff, but there was a whole lot of broke ones that was walking that I would walk home with right along with them, and we would go and stop and get a little sub and share it. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't really about like you had to have money or you had to make a certain amount of money and all that kind of stuff. I never was into that.
Yeah.
I was say that's the problem with I don't even want to say this generation, because there's generations of people that are on social media.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And there's generations that are also feeding into other people's generations. It's like everybody want to be balling, right? Which is fine, but you have to live your own reality at the end of the day, because you could be on here balling, but what, you know what I'm saying? You could be on here balling, but like what you like Lil Baby said, the difference between me and other people is I'm really rich when I get off my Instagram. A lot of people be fronting and get off their Instagram and might not even got nothing to eat or what. You know, I'm not saying it like that, but you get what I'm saying? Like,
It's just a facade.
It's just a facade. It is.
Yeah.
And believe you me, it's a lot of rich people that you think that's rich that ain't rich.
Yeah.
And that's just keeping it real. So you can't, you just can't go off that. You got to go off a person's personality. I mean, everybody wants somebody to have something because you got to believe two incomes is always better than one. You know what I'm saying? That's always going to trump.
Right.
Sometimes it just don't work out like that. And you just have to be humble enough to know what that person's situation, and if that's somebody you want to deal with, you know what I'm saying, you deal with them. That's just the way that I look at it.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, social media got a lot of people's heads messed up.
Going backwards.
That's what I'm saying, because it's like you worrying about somebody that might be doing worse than you, and you don't even know it. That's the crazy part.
Big facts.
Because just because you see them go here, you see them go there, that don't mean nothing.
Yeah, people can make up their own story on social media. I mean, I've never really looked into that. Like, I know girls out here, they don't even care about everything else. They just want that aspect of it. So it's like, yeah, I'm going to just do this because he got money, and then don't really be happy. I feel like for me, happiness is everything. So if I'm not happy in a situation, or if I feel like, oh yeah, he got money, he going to help me out, he going to take care of me, but he going to be controlling, that's just not a situation that I want to be in, because I'm just an independent person. So I don't want to be told what to do ever. Like,
not ever.
Ever. So
what's really funny is I know people who have put, I'm not even lying, $7 of gas in their car. Drive a whole hour. Get to a place. Don't really have no money, but it's free to get in before 10. Pull up. Find somewhere to park because they can't afford to pay for parking. They got to walk all the way to get up to the door. They got to stand in this long line so they can get in for free. Get in for free. Go to the bar and order a bottle of water. And stand on the wall and take selfies. Stand by the bar and take pictures of people's drinks.
Other people's drinks.
People's food appetizers sitting on the table. Just think about it. When you at a restaurant and you taking a taking a picture of your food, you're not in the picture. You're taking a picture of the food.
Yeah, you can get that anywhere.
And you just posting whatever and tagging where you at or your location and all. I mean, out all night with $15, $20.
Listen.
And we'll post that, and people will think that they really did something. And if you do that 3 and 4 times a week,
they like, oh.
I remember one time somebody tried to tell me that I didn't attend something because I didn't put it on Facebook.
Oh.
Please, we're not checking in on Facebook.
That ain't my thing. I put on Facebook what I want to put on Facebook. Like,
we don't gotta check in everywhere.
That's what I'm saying. It's like people get stuff and they just feel like they gotta post it. People buy cars, do the thing. You know what I'm saying, shoes. You don't really see me putting nothing like that on my, because I don't care about none of that. I could buy a new car. I ain't gonna put it on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? Like, I might. You know what I'm saying? Like, people feel themselves when they want to feel themselves. So I don't be mad at people that do stuff like that. I just don't. I mean, but I just feel like anytime you put something on social media, you're looking for something. I don't care who it is. So even when I post something, you get what I'm saying? Like,
I don't feel that when I post something on Instagram, I'm looking for something. Sometimes I post stuff.
I mean, not looking for something, but you want somebody to see it.
Yeah, I'll post. I'm posting something most of the time because I want to let somebody know that I appreciate them or that I miss them or you know, like, or I'm proud of them or something like that. Not really
to flaunt.
No. Now, if I take a picture of myself and it's just me and I'm like, you know, like, hey, y'all, or something like that, then yeah, I want attention today.
I want attention today.
Yeah, but if I'm posting a picture of you and I'm saying happy birthday, I don't want that to be like, oh, she posted that because she wants everybody to know that she loves her sister. Like, that ain't why I did that. I did that just because I just wanted you to know that. Like, it ain't really, I mean, even though I could have just texted you or called you or I'm going to see you later, it's still, I like to build memories because a lot of times when you go back, you know, like you forget a lot of stuff that happens.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden you'll get a flashback and you'll be like, oh yeah, I remember that. We was doing this. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes for me, it'll be something like that.
It's like nowadays you be done put it on your story, you'll never see it again.
Exactly.
So you have to put it on Facebook or you have to put it on something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But so how do you feel about that, Devin? How do you feel about people being on social media and they looking for people with status and all of that kind of stuff?
Mm-hmm.
You talking about the question that I asked?
Yeah.
I mean, I personally don't agree with it, but I feel like people do what they think they need to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like, some people don't want to work, so like that's their only way out. You know?
Wow.
So it's just about like what you're willing to give up.
Right. Mm-hmm. That's the compromise that you have to make with yourself. Basically.
Yeah. That's pretty much it.
Absolutely not. Did you have any other questions, sir?
That was pretty much it. And then, like, what do y'all think about like people with multiple partners?
Oh God.
Multiple, like
polygamy.
Boyfriend and girlfriends?
Polygamy.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, I'll just say this. It doesn't work for me in my household. I feel like if it has to be more than one of us, if it's just going to be me and you, fine. But if it's going to be me, you, and somebody else, I'm not really into that. So you can just go on ahead. Sorry, I don't get down like that.
Yeah, I don't to each his own, but I don't see how people do that.
Because
it just seems weird to me.
Yeah, because so now we splitting everything 3 ways? Because if we splitting that 3 ways, we splitting everything 3 ways, in my opinion. And how does that work? So, yeah, no, that ain't going to work for me. I think it's going to be a no for me, dog.
Michael Blackston made this girl sign a contract.
A contract? To say what?
That he could have side chicks on the side. And she signed it.
It do be like that, though. It do be
and now
like that.
that was the same girl that was on that show.
She signed the contract?
Yes. Now she don't want that anymore though. She want him to just be but he like, but that's not what we agreed to.
How do you feel about
it? It's a no for me, dog.
No, it's a no for me, dog.
What you saying? Definitely not in a marriage, like you said. Splitting things 3 ways, that just sounds ridiculous. 3 or however many ways. I don't judge anyone that does it, but I don't think it would work for me.
I mean, some people do it and that's how they make their relationship work. But for me,
a lot of celebrities do that and you just don't know it.
I know. And I just feel like for me, I wouldn't be able to, that would make me, I wouldn't be right.
Mentally.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I don't get it either. It just seems like added work. It sounds exhausting. Like,
it's exhausting to try to please one person.
That's what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds like even more exhausting. Like, I'm tired just thinking about it. I'm tired just thinking about it.
What?
Trying to
have 2. She's a headache. No.
I think it's gonna be a no. I don't know. What do you think?
I mean, I'm not really with it either, but I feel like from y'all's point, y'all are talking about like splitting everything, but like most like relationships like that, it's like usually like the man who's like taking like in control of everything. And then, like, a lot of the times, like, it's like the woman sharing the man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's not really like a 3-way thing. It's just
it's really like the man getting the most out of it, really.
Yeah, no. Still no. Still no. Especially not in a marriage. No.
Okay, I got a good one.
Here we go.
So, we said that in the beginning, we said the man was the provider, right? So, he should be the main one providing for the household, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, do you feel like he should be the one making the rules and stuff? Like, is he in control now because he's providing?
No.
No.
The answer is no.
The word control should only be used when you're talking about self. That's it.
Self-control. No.
What's your opinion? No?
It's a no.
It's a no. Devin?
What was the question?
Okay, so we said before that we feel like the man should be the provider. Mm-hmm. Not to say that the woman is not going to help out, but for the most part, he's like in control of the household as far as bills and all of that. So do you feel like he needs to be in control of the rules, the gender rules of the house? Is he in control of that because he's in control of the bills?
No, nobody. No, it's not our fault. It's not our fault. He got to be the provider. It's not our fault. He got to be the provider. That's just the way life is set up.
I want to hear this one.
So just because life is set up, that means you just could tell me to do whatever? I don't think so. I get a job then.
I'll get a job. I'll pay for this then. What you think, Devin?
I feel like there shouldn't be anybody like in control of anybody else's life. But I do feel like there should be like a leader of the house.
Now, I agree with that. Like, I feel like there should be a leader of the house. But I feel like the leader of the house could be the man and the woman. Like, it could, okay.
It could be both?
Yes, because this is how I feel. I feel like when it comes to, like, the finances and all of that, I feel like the man, if he's the one more in control of the bills and all of that, then he should lead on that. And he should be the one to sit down and say, okay, this is what we have, and this is how we're going to execute X, Y, and Z. So that the woman can know this is our plan. Not he's telling her what to do. It's just he's leading and, making it happen.
Boundaries.
But
is what it is.
When it comes to household things, I feel like the woman should be in the lead. Because she's the one that's really controlling the house. I don't care what nobody tell y'all. Let me tell y'all this right now.
Please stop.
I don't care what nobody tell y'all. Nobody. The woman is in control of the house. Do you hear me?
I know.
I'm so serious. I'm sorry. But
I know.
She's in control.
I know.
She is the bone of the house. Mm-hmm. She is the foundation. I don't care who bought it. I don't care who money put up more. I don't care. She makes the house function.
Yep.
Because he ain't cooking. He ain't cleaning. Those are the two main things that you need to keep the house going. Mm-hmm. I don't care if you do go outside and cut the grass. I don't live outside, so...
It could be a jungle outside. I'm inside. That's facts, man.
The man is going to provide, but the woman is the strength of the house. She is the strength. So at the end of the day, that's why I said you can't have her out here working all crazy and then got to come home, take care of the kids, and try to be the strength of the house. At some point, you're going to have to give a little bit more. Because you working every day, and so is she. So that's why I just feel like sometimes, like you said, it'd be a double standard because
just come home and let the kids run wild.
Let them run wild.
Yeah, it's like she gotta freaking do homework. She gotta do homework. She gotta make sure they take a bath. She gotta make sure they eat dinner. She gotta make sure they got lunch for the next day. She gotta do all of that. Get their clothes together.
Take a bath. You take a bath tonight. You do your hair.
Exactly.
Brush your teeth.
All of that.
Triggered.
All of that.
And then at the same time, gotta come wait for her husband to get home and listen to all the stuff that he had to go through for the day and help him with whatever he can't do while he's at work, even though you gotta still work. But there's always gonna be something that he can't do because he gotta go to work that you gotta figure out how you can squeeze into your day. So I don't know about that whole control thing. Like, I feel like it's a big no for me. But I have been feeling in a place where I felt like that I was trying to be controlled, but I had to take control of that. Because no, it's just not going to happen for me. And sometimes I just think that sometimes I don't even think people know they do it. It's just, they just want to know everything about what you're doing and where you're going and this and that or whatever. And they have in their mind what it is that they want you to do for yourself. But they don't get to make that choice. So, no. If he provides, that's all well and good. But at the end of the day, you still should be able to make your own decisions on how you live your life. Because it's just, like Crystal said, the word control only needs to pertain to yourself.
Self-control. You can't control nothing else. You can't control nothing but yourself. That's it.
Period. Well, I think that was a great way to end the show. That was a great way to end the show. Gender roles.
Because Janet already told us.
Listen, never gonna stop.
Let us know in the comments on YouTube what you think about this topic. Let's continue the discussion there, okay? Period. Well, and thank y'all for tuning in today. Thank you for watching or listening. A shout out to my mommy, my auntie.
That way.
Shout out to Devin, producer Devin. Just don't forget, I'm the drunk one, okay? So,
and I'm drunk too.
And I'm both.
It's been real.
It's been a long night.
Be sure to follow me on all of my social media platforms. They're always listed down below. Follow Devin. Follow Devin's Twitch and everything else. It's always, always down below. And make sure you give this video a thumbs up if you're watching on YouTube. Subscribe to my channel down below. Head over to Apple Podcasts, y'all. Leave us a rating. Leave us a review. I love y'all. Oh my gosh, episode 36 next week. 36, 36, 36. I will see y'all in episode 36. Bye.
Bye.